I don't think I'm ready for this. What do you mean? Give the people what they want. Give them a review. But it hurts so much.
Can you bless me with something?
Oh gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
Let's talk about the Marvels. And make sure you watch to the end so we can talk about that end credit scene. So let's talk about the expectations. I feel like a lot of people expected this movie to be bad, and I don't think that's fair, but if you think about it, you really can't blame them because we've all been disappointed recently. At least I have. But I've been disappointed by Marvel so many times that at this point, I don't even have any expectations at all. I just watch the movie, show up, and figure out if I like it or not. Forget trailers. Like, I don't even need those anymore. That just makes it worse. But they end up making a really fun movie. It wasn't a great movie, but it was above average. At least, for Marvel recently. One thing I really liked about this movie is that we not only got to see Captain Marvel, but we got to see Carol Danvers. In this movie, she's still struggling with regaining her memories, and I feel like getting to see this, oh, look at me, I'm strong, powerful character, vulnerable, we got to see a different side. I personally may not be invested in Monica Rambeau, and Kamala, but we stand Kamala here, so if you don't, go away. But I feel like this was a bright, colorful movie. It was pretty to look at. We got to see Monica Rambeau, Carol Danvers finally meet each other after so long. The last time they saw each other was when Monica was a kid. So we got to see that, they had that dynamic going for them. But like I said, it was a fun movie. This, it wasn't trying to change anything. It was just fun. That's it. Colorful and fun. One thing I really didn't like about this movie was the villain. This villain is a Ronin ripoff, okay? If I'm being completely honest, trash it. Don't care about the villain. Don't care about her story. Don't even care to mention her name. I'm not speaking that in my... She was probably my least favorite villain. And that's... Come on, I didn't know they could go low, And yeah, maybe part of it was bad writing, but it was very lackluster. I feel like they only had this villain to make the end credit scene happen, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but they could have thought of something way better. But my overall rating is a 6.2.
Treaters, I'm coming back for that ass. If I ain't get that butt last year, then this year's getting smashed. I ain't pulling up in no granny costume, that shit hard to run in. I'm pulling up in a tracksuit and we really gonna get this fun in. What the
And the reason for that, maybe I'm pushing it, is because, if I'm comparing it to recent Marvel movies and shows, I'll give it that 6.2 rating. If I'm pushing it, alright? I might be pushing it, but I just got to be honest, you know what I mean? If I was comparing this to other movies, movies in general, it's a 5, it's average, but average isn't bad. People tend to forget that, but I feel like they played this safe, made a safe movie, which is not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. But come on, we're talking about Marvel. I'd rather them play it safe than to ruin the whole thing completely. But we still love you, Marvel, even though you make so many mistakes. We stand for you. And let's talk about that end credit scene, alright? That end credit scene was probably the most unexpected thing ever. How are you just gonna throw the X-Men at us like that? I don't even know where this is gonna go or what's gonna happen. It was totally unexpected. I don't know, because Monica's in a different dimension, different universe, different, multiverse thing. Whatever the hell, they got some mess going on. I don't know how they're gonna bring the X-Men into our Marvel MCU world, but hey, they're doing something.